made for live betting.
Hello and welcome back to the LOOT.BET Season 1. My name is Nemiga. Joining me is Wingblade as we get into Nemiga Gaming versus PRIES Gaming. Now, last series we'd of course have Fly to Moon, which took the 2-0 victory, and now we'll see if one of these teams can do the same, or whether we're going to be making it all the way to a third game. I don't know. What do you think about those two teams, Wingblade?
I think they should be pretty evenly matched. Nemiga right now is 1-1. And I believe this is PRIES' first game in this tournament. But just looking at the players, it looks like they're all pretty experienced. And I think they know each other well from, like, just playing in CIS for a long time. So, should be an interesting game.
Yeah, I thought VTune was playing in, Aachen. Isn't that... Alright, well, I'm very confused right now.
I don't know. There is constant roster.
There really is. I'm fairly sure the first game I casted this was Aachen versus somebody else, so...
No,
looks like they're no longer in.
Now is has Rajix as their carry. I believe they changed like their entire roster a while ago.
No. That's the one which was in the EU qualifiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there was another team. I thought I was certain it was this tournament. Who were playing under the old Aachen flag, which was the old Aachen stack of VTune, Funnick, DM, all those guys. I don't know what's going on, basically. But apparently VTune's here. Apparently that stack's no longer. I can't see them in the schedule anywhere, so one would assume that that was something else, I guess. But here we are. Got Nemiga versus PRIES, and PRIES consists of Screen, who we know and love from pretty much every EU qualifier since the beginning of time, and Zero LAN tournaments since the beginning of time. VTune, who's kind of on the scene the last kind of 3 years or so. Very, very good CIS carry player, known to have some behavioral issues, I would say, from what I've heard under the vines. Yoki. Guessing...
Isn't it Yoku?
Yoku, yeah. Yeah, he's... I don't know how long he's been around, but I definitely know his name.
He's been around for a long time. He was like a top tier offlaner. I think he played for a VP. Then he decided he wanted to switch to mid. Never quite got the success that he wanted on the mid lane. And then I think he's back to offlane. Or is he?
And then, of course...
I think he is.
And then we got Sadoy. Another player who's been around for a very long time. An ancient relic. And then we have... can you read that last name out for me?
I can only speak Russian because of my pops. I can't read it.
Damn, you're useless.
Alright, so we're gonna see a Grimstroke Dazzle from Nemiga. These are pretty common heroes overall, but knowing Nemiga, they really like these heroes as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see like some big carry for Zitrax as well. He just really likes farming.
He do like a good old farming sesh, don't he?
I remember the time when Nemiga picked Terrorblade every single game. And then when he was level 3, he would just go in the jungle and they would have the position 4 just farming the lane. Right, so very early troll pick coming out from PRIES. This is very interesting because usually you don't want to pick a troll this early because he tends to have a lot of trouble with being kited.
Yeah, there's a lot of heroes which can do that very well. Grimstroke is actually one of them as well, I feel. You know, he's got the Inkswell to speed up whoever he's chasing and stun him, and he can't stop chasing them, so he's always going to get stunned. He's got the slow stroke of fate to slow him down. Like, I feel like Grimstroke is a quite nice matchup as the Troll Warlord, but PRIES, they don't care. They're going for it anyway.
Yeah, and just with the Beast and the Troll, they're already gonna have a lot of Roche as well as pushing potential. So it is very nice, those two heroes together. It's quite interesting though. Usually when you do something like this, you wanna pick your position 4 a bit later. But they already picked their 4 as well, so now they're gonna pick their 5? Meanwhile, Nemiga hasn't really revealed anything about their draft yet. Dazzle and Grimstroke are pretty flexible heroes.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Grimstroke we almost always see in the 4 position, sometimes the 5. Dazzle is either 5 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain degree of flexibility in them, but
And they fit into a lot of drafts as well, because Dazzle is just a pretty strong laner. So even if you're not going for some kind of pushing lineup, you still just have a very strong zoning hero. Okay, so Nemiga is taking their time here. They're gonna have 0 reserve time left. And they pick a CM. I mean,
wow.
That's a bit of a surprise. We've seen them play Dazzle mid before. So I guess it does fit their playstyle of just putting some space making hero on the mid lane and then giving a very big hero to Zitrax. And that very big hero is gonna have a mana regen aura, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a CM on your team. Give everybody just the ability to cast more spells. No one can complain about that.
Yep.
Unless she's dead.
That's like synergy with every single hero in the game.
Easy. Always pick CM, guys. That's it. Alright, so, PRIES. You now got to respond to these 3 very menacing looking, well, I know they're not going to be supports, but they're basically 3 supports they're looking at right now. What do you do? You
Dazzle
can't pick a
mid
mid laner
is
against
kind of
Dazzle.
still a support. He just has a lot more farm.
Yeah.
Because he still relies on empowering his teammates. If your Dazzle is the most farmed hero in your team, you're probably not gonna get very far.
Radiant team pick.
So there is our position 5 for Priest. I've seen a lot of complaints about Spirit Breaker being too strong. And it's for the same reason why Omni Knight is so strong. Alright, I'm just gonna say I called this one.
Are you?
I mean, I spoke in great detail about Zitrax's Terrorblade.
Alrighty,
And it's a pretty damn good matchup against heroes like Beast and Troll as well, because they rely purely on physical damage. And Terrorblade's pretty much tied with physical immunity.
Yeah, and Beastmaster, Troll, Spirit Breaker, they all hate playing up against his Reflection spell as well, so that's going to be very nice for the Terrorblade to spam out.
So Priest really needs to have a mid with magic damage. Something like a Lina that can make sure that Terrorblade doesn't have a free game. Because right now, the only thing they really have is a few disables and then a troll. But at the same time, Nemiga has Grave on Dazzle. So unless they can shut down both the Dazzle and the TB, it's going to be really hard for them to take fights.
Dire team pick.
Axe.
5th pick is going to be an Axe for Nemiga Gaming, so that's going to round up their lineup. It does give them a nice tanky frontliner, something they were sorely lacking with their lineup so far. Is it going to be enough? And is it going to survive in this offlane versus the Troll and what's likely going to be a Rubik?
I think they have a super strong dual lane with XCM or X Grimstroke.
Axe Grimstroke, yeah. Axe Grimstroke sounds
totally
really good.
fine. But even CM with the spammable Q. I'm a little bit worried about the lanes for Priest.
Yeah, me too.
They don't really have the best matchups. And Spirit Breaker is very nice to help you on mid, but at the same time, it's very difficult to kill a Dazzle.
A
Okay.
Tinker?
Hero.
Jesus. Priest, they get out the defibrillator and they revive a very dead hero. It's going to be Tinker in the mid lane for them. Meanwhile, Terrorblade looks like he's ready to transform into an aeroplane and take off to the moon. What is that set? I've never seen that before.
Oh, I hate this
disgusting.
TV Arcana with the black gem in it
Oh, is that what it is?
because you can barely see which are the illusions and which is the main hero. It's super pay to win. Summer Scrub, Valve, please.
Valve, please. We casters really need to get our own summer scrub thread. There's so many casting things which need fixed.
We have a legion of viewers who can just post it for us.
They don't care about us, only here for the Dota. When will you learn?
Feels bad, man. But yeah, I really like this Tinker pick. It's one of the strongest heroes against Terrorblade. As soon as you get your Aghanims up, you basically make TB useless because you blind him and all of his illusions. That being said, the laning still looks a little bit iffy. And if Nemiga can get the snowball going, it's gonna be really hard to stop it. They have some decent deep push, but at the same time, it's a quiet Dazzle, and Dazzle is just so good at making sure that his teammates can stay healthy, stay high HP, and just keep pushing.
Yeah, that is a threat. The Dazzle, the sustain for the push, for staying on the map. This guy is playing on a Smurf, by the way, so maybe somebody in the chat, or you can tell
Think
us
it's Choppy?
who this is. It should be, right? It should be Chappy Smurf.
Prepare for battle.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he plays like Chappy. Once he got queued up.
Come on, man.
I didn't make the joke. I merely implied you made the connections yourself. Anyway,
Fine.
Nemiga headed towards this top lane. It is, of course, the bare knuckle axe, which I will never get bored of seeing. Astral on the Grimstroke,
It
Fervian
just
on
makes
the
no
CM.
sense.
Surely they should rename him Fist, right?
No, but the thing that annoys me most is his spinning animation.
Yeah.
It makes sense for a very heavy axe to be able to like cleave through creeps and stuff, but fists? Come on.
Yeah. But I was wondering why the spell's called Counter Helix. Like, oh, because he's countering. Right. I thought it meant like a backward Helix, but Helix has no set direction. But yeah, no, now that I think about it for more than a second, it does make sense. Meanwhile, the charge comes in, but Axe, he's just chasing V-Tune right now. It gets slowed out a little bit by the axes and by
the axes.
the swell, the stroke of fate, but
It's like
Still no
he's in a bit of trouble.
yeah, it does a little bit. He's being slowed down rather immensely, and the stroke of fate only going to run through screen. That is going to be a dead axe. All right, now they're charging for more. Astral could also be in some trouble. His screen does connect, but Yoki, he's just looking for this rune. Yoku on the bounty rune now, going to block up Astral again. They're getting a lot done here, Praise, though the turnaround onto V-Tune. He's fine. He knows he's fine. V-Tune plays it nicely, and that is going to be two pretty big kills. And hello, Fervian. Okay. Ooh. Okay, gets a kill. 350 gold for the Crystal Maiden there, by the way. Okay. That's solo gold. That's solo XP. Pretty nice, but doesn't matter because they got 3 kills between them anyway, which means they're all the same XP as a Crystal Maiden. So, good things, bad things, and a whole lot of ups and downs. What a roller coaster we were just on.
Mm-hmm. Already a 1k lead for Priests. Not even 1 minute into the game. Insane.
Yeah, fairly nice. You'd take it, won't you?
Satoy getting slapped a bit on this bottom lane. Beast is normally a pretty good laner, but Terrorblade is one of the better heroes against him. Just because all of Beastmaster's damage
Is that going to be okay here? Is Yoku going to be okay here? Is Screen going to be okay here? So many questions to be answered, and I just don't have the answers. The Chosen One being chased a little bit, but Fervian is happy just to blast away. He's got 1 charge, which would give him enough for a Crystal Nova. Doesn't even use it, just waits for the mana regen. Screen's One dropping low. The Chosen One trying to chase him into the trees. The charge comes in. Fervian is dead. Oh, Chosen One might be in trouble as well as they just throw as many spells they can at him and force him to back away. Luckily, the axe is very tanky. And Spirit Breaker will not die to the Battle Hunger either, because, well, he's got loads of health.
feel like Nemiga is playing this lane slightly too aggressively. They really rely on getting some levels and then slowly poking down the enemies. Like a level 1 X and a level 1 CM don't really do that
Jesus,
much.
who's being aggressive now as PRIES coming under the tier 2 even. Screen takes some damage. The Chosen One, he really wants to chase him here, and if he eats this tree, he will be able to make it through, but decides not to. Didn't want to waste his mangoes here. It's tangos as Fervian's actually coming from behind and going onto Yoku, but Chosen One's been lifted, thrown back once again. They've got the charge. The Chosen One, the axe will be falling for another time up here on the top lane. 161 gold going to the Spirit Breaker, and a very sad Crystal Maiden as she was unable to keep her axe alive. Well, this game is off to a very rough start for Nemiga. See if they can hold it together.
At least their mid lane is doing fairly well.
True words. True words
Pretty
being
good
spoken.
matchup, Dazzle against Tinkai.
Yeah.
You would think that Tinkai is okay because he can just laser when he gets poison touched, so Dazzle can't keep hitting him. But at the same time, poison touch lasts for a lot longer than laser.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Sadoi has a private meeting with Grimstroke in the jungle. What they're doing behind the trees, nobody knows. But right now, they're fighting. Another mango being used by Astral. He's got another stroke of fate if he wants to use it. Certainly will. Continues to slow Sadoi down. He's just getting pounded here. But we'll be able to get up to the high ground and continue dragging these creeps across, which is all he wants to do. But Astral, he's a keen bean. He's ready to go. He's just keeping chase going on Sadoi. Sadoi turns around for the creeps. This could be danger for him as he summons the boar as well. Slows down Astral. Was it the right play? It might just have been. Astral's going to make... He's going to go for it. Go on. Go on. Go on. He's got the stroke of fate. Is he going to land it? Sadoi... Ah, he's got more than enough health anyway now. So, yeah. Fake hype. Fake hype. All lies.
Wow!
Wow. Thank you. Meanwhile, Screen holding on behind here is Fervian does know he's there, but the cow, undeterred, remains grazing on these green pastures. He should like it on the Radiant side of the map, shouldn't he, Spirit Breaker? There's no grass to munch on the other side. Fervian, meanwhile, chooses not to cancel the charge because she doesn't have any points of Frostbite, so just lets it connect. No biggie.
Copy. Going for the double stack, missing them both.
Yep. Deep breath.
It is the
okay.
right way to play Tinker this game, though. I call it the fun Kefal way, because
Yeah.
he got famous for losing his lane and then having stacks in the jungle.
Yeah. Very efficient player. Meanwhile, up at top, we got a bit of a brawl going on. It looks like the Chosen One might be the first one to go down as lift up, throw back, and the axe getting really, really low. But the Stroke of Fate coming in, dropping Screen low here. They want to finish off the Spirit Breaker, and they might be able to do so. But Fervian's dropping low in health as well, as Vichi's just chopping into the back of him. Crystal Maiden will come in with a Frostbite, and, well, Astral's like, I want to help you, but I don't want to die myself. Don't want to add a little log to the fire, so we'll get the two-man Stroke of Fate, but unfortunately it's not enough to save the Crystal Maiden. And now Astral needs to get himself out of here as well. But luckily, with the Chosen One coming back to life, it's pretty safe footing for Astral, so... No more blood to be spilt, but still, again, PRIES in a really good position in this top lane.
At
And
the same time, though,
bounties?
Citrax is just completely
damn
free
it.
fire.
He didn't get the bounty route though, so that's going to be a report from me, I'm afraid. Yo, wow. I don't know what Melojo was doing here. I think he went to interrupt the stacking which has been going on. Unfortunately, he did give his life for the cause, and that's your mid laner. This is just any old Dazzle. This is a pure farmed mid lane 33 CS Dazzle. This guy is very, very tasty.
I mean, it's very nice to be able to disrupt the stacks for Tinker. You can even try to take them as a Dazzle, but I don't think he saw 4 heroes coming.
A lot of action happening in this game right now, mostly in this top lane, as we're currently 10 kills deep at 6 minutes in. What a bloodfest. What an absolute bath.
Yeah, for sure. We see PRIES leading in kills quite hard, but at the same time, Nemiga is leading in CS, so it's still pretty even.
Charge comes in though. The Chosen One's getting dropped real low. Tries to go for the call, but he's dead before he can do a thing. That is an axe in the ground. Astral, Fervian, they're trying to get themselves away. The slows come out with the axes, but a counter slow comes in from Fervian as well. Everybody's going to get out of here all right. PRIES will be unable to chase for more, but they still keep control of this lane. A dominant performance up here. And the axe is just coming in again. He's like, yeah, okay, Those first, what are we on now? 4 deaths. They were warm-up deaths. This is the rampage. This is where I come loose. And Melojul, he wants to come and interrupt this Tinker again, but again he's going to find himself being rammed at by the Spirit Breaker. Doesn't really do anything.
Going for the
though.
solo kill on Sadoy, and he's gonna get it.
Ooh.
Level
Well.
4 meta, no joke.
Don't play with it, kids. You'll go blind.
It's a shame that TB stopped building multiple power threads. That was a fun time.
Disagree. Moving on. Top lane, chosen one. Guess what? He's being run at. Big surprise. He cast the Battle Hunger on the Spirit Breaker with Bulldoze. So it's going to be quite a short duration, but also taking him away a bit as well. Astral's waiting. You know what? Zitrax is taking this bottom tower. So whilst it does look really bad in the top lane because the chosen one keeps dying, he's happy to keep coming here because he knows that every time he dies up here, that is just more space for the Terrorblade. He keeps on coming up, keeps 3 heroes glued to this lane like flies to one of those sticky pad things they use a lot in America. Then they're not going anywhere. Neymar V-Tune called up, taking a couple of hits here. Oh my god, Astral just gets bashed and smashed and burned around all over the place like a ragdoll. He is thrown across the lane and finished off by Screen. Another day, another charge. Your Screen goes on another adventure through the river. I miss the days of modding. Mods aren't very popular in Dota anymore, but do you remember there was like the Sandstorm one? Where you could have like, ooh, that was nearly a kill.
And then people ruined it with the tree stump mod, so...
Is that what got rid of them?
I think so, because it gave a pretty big advantage.
Yeah, true, true. Very sad.
Dire's middle tower is
It's always a few people ruining it for the rest. I wanted to have my Capri Sun and Gun Witch Doctor.
Yeah, if only. Or at least we'll get it in Midas mode. Oh wait, that's not the tournament. Crap. No, it doesn't exist. You didn't hear about it here.
Radiant's
Capri Sun and Gun is probably one of the best memes to come out of it. Oh, cheeky rune ward deny. Always like to see that. Oh yeah, Capri Sun and Gun is one of the best memes our community has created. I will not back down.
The scary thing is that we're getting closer and closer. Like, we're at Cowboy PA now, and...
Yeah, that was like the biggest problem I've seen so far as Cowboy PA. Like,
what about the
Axel's
bird
Axe
Necro?
works.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, that as well. It's getting pretty like, you know, League of Legends where they literally have like weather reporter skins and beach skins.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
update, I'm telling you, the server scrub. They're telling you it's gonna be bug fixes. No. It's the bikini update. You know it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you heard it here first. I've got insider information. This is all confirmed.
Right, I'm excited. We'll see.
These sky snakes are gonna be replaced with beach balls. Beastmaster's gonna have a mankini. It's gonna be great. Spirit Breaker connecting with the charge down in the bottom lane onto Fervian. Fervian? No, that's not Fervian at all. That's Astral. They're just chipping away at the boy, and he is gone. That is one dead Grimstroke and another victory for PRIES. So they continue to lay on this domination across the map. Meanwhile, Fervian, real Fervian, is trying to kill Rubik unsuccessfully and protect his ward in the process, but unfortunately none of that will happen. Meanwhile, they're denying the middle lane, which was probably quite impressive from the Tinker.
At the same time, Dazzle does have his Necro book, so his farming is gonna accelerate a ton here.
Yeah. And Tinker still very underfarmed, but with these stacks will bring him a step closer to these boots of travel, which he so desperately needs.
Still very far away though.
Dazzle knows exactly what's up, and he's just taking the big creeps as well. Like, if you don't take these big creeps, this is literally like, what, out of these 2 stacks here,
top tower is under attack.
that's probably about 50% of the stack worth they just took between them with those 2 camps. So, really not good for the Tinker. Chappie, gotta step it up, my man.
And Nemiga is just taking control of this dire jungle, and it's gonna be very hard for this Tinker to find a safe place to farm. I guess he does have the farm triangle, so that's gonna help him out a little bit. Usually when you see Tinkers on the dire side, the triangle is the place they stack, instead of like the regular Dire jungle, because the triangle is a lot safer. And we saw just now his stacks being taken, and that's a lot more difficult to do in the triangle.
You know,
So
he's trying to
Vichun-
cover from this pretty horrible laning phase he had. Going for the, well, finishing off the Vanguard now and probably getting the phase into Blink, which is quite nice. It's a good build. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a very good Vanguard game. Usually I like
Tower is under attack.
seeing Blink Rush, but
Yeah.
like against the Troll and a Beast, it just
Yeah.
increases your effective HP by so much.
Yeah, the quick attacking heroes are the ones. And look at this
Ooh,
scan.
smoke.
Absolutely perfect. Are they going to be quick enough to react to it, though? Doesn't look like they're actually running towards them right now. There's the ultimate for the... Oh, no. Cancelled out by the root and then by the silence. Cheeky
Nicely done.
plays. Yeah, yeah. It cost him an ultimate, but he
Didn't
saves his
last
life.
very long though,
Fallen.
because of the
I never
build
do.
up.
What?
What?
What? Nothing. Sadoy
I know.
taking to the hard camps as they take control of this side of the map, just getting down as much vision as they can. They've actually just about missed this other observer ward, which the Radiant have actually put down because they're this scared about Zidtrax getting jumped. But look at this guy's money. He's got a Sanjinyasha. He's going for a Skadi next. This dude is just all about the slows, and against this team, why wouldn't you be?
I really don't like this SNY build against the Tinker. It's so valuable
Yeah.
to be able to dispel it with a Manta, but it does
That
really
is-
help you farm. So
That's the one problem, right? Like SNY, amazing versus Troll Warlord, and very good versus the Spirit Breaker as well, and basically any melee hero which wants to be chasing you down, but not good versus the Tinker. Doesn't really give you a whole lot. However, the Tinker's been so shut out of this game that I kind of feel like they just want to get this Terrorblade to get the absolute horrifying game-winning state before the Tinker even has a chance to do anything. Meanwhile, Astral's being jumped, and this time, he's got no Soulbind. In fact, he's got no life. He's just dropped. Tinker tries to come in for the XP, but it's a little bit too late. But again, just taking control of this side of the map, very important. And, oh, they laser the illusion so it doesn't get the creep. I don't know why to just laser the creep, to be honest, but, you know, whatever. Who am I to judge?
it's interesting that Priest has 11 more kills, but Nemiga is leading just because of this
Radiant's
TB.
bottom tower is under attack.
Just TB things, yo.
Generation.
I always forget whether Dazzle has an XP or a gold talent. It's XP, and he did go for it. Not really surprising. He's got pretty nice talents. Although I wouldn't say like top tier talents. It's not Tusk level of talents. TP's down to the bottom lane. They're actually looking to fight this one then. Okay, okay. Priest. They sense something as a miss. So they're going to make a very leisurely retreat, hitting some creeps as they go. Of course, the Hawk should be down somewhere. I can't quite tell where it is. Looks
Dire's
like
top
it's...
tower is under attack.
It's really good that they
There's a
defended this tower. The tier 2 bottom for Radiant is super important.
The hell?
It really protects your jungle.
Dire's top tower
Who the
is
hell?
under attack.
Alright, well, they're not giving themselves vision over this area with the Hawks, but they're actually looking at the top side of the map to see if there's anybody farming. This does mean 2 runes are going to go the way of Nemiga, which is probably not what you want from PRIES here as they're trying to assert map control. So let's see if they can get some kills down here at bottom. And look at the CM. The moment they move out, she's just like, let me get those wards, baby. I'm ready. Delicious warding action. It's all the CM's here for. And Dazzle's just
Axe
farming away
closing
still.
on his blink, so that could be a timing for an Amiga to try and do something.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Vanguard Blink is happy days for Axo.
Because even with this TB, I'm not sure if they really want to go late game against the thing.
Buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. There you go. Okay, good. There's a fight taken out at bottom. Dazzle's actually gotten really low. The Charlotte Grave only going to be alive to the time being. Astral's the one in trouble now. The Chosen One jumps in, though. He managed to get the return kill. Vichun is dead. They get the kill onto the carry. Now they look for more up onto the high ground, but actually it's a Spirit Breaker who's gone in deep. He's trying to fight into Zidtrax, but can't quite do it. He doesn't have the health. He doesn't have the damage to bring him down. And now Yoku from the high ground trying to get the snipe. Fervian might be falling. That is at least one kill they'll grab, but still a huge victory for Nemiga down here in the bottom lane as they managed to kill the enemy carry. That's important as well. That was a huge timing for PRIES, and they didn't manage to get as much as they should have done from it. It's that blink on Axe, though, came in at the perfect situation to allow them to get the kill onto VTune.
It does mean that Tinker is gonna have a blink of his own though. And once you get blink plus BOTs, that's when you're really online as a Tinker.
Yeah. Do you think people put too much emphasis on just the boots of travel timing and not enough emphasis on the blink dagger timing?
I mean, the BOTs kind of enable the blink. BOTs are still a bigger timing just because you can start being a global presence. The blink just helps with that.
Okay. VTune with the double damage. Let's start smacking up some illusions.
Surprised they haven't tried to go for a Roche yet.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
Radiant's middle tower is
They have a Vlad's a Beast, a Troll. But I guess there is still a tier 1 on mid, so they probably want to take it down beforehand.
Yeah, Chosen One going to throw in a little bit of battle hunger, but there's actually a charge coming in, cancelled out quite quickly by the Spirit Breaker as well, so just focus on the tower and we'll be able to get it. Meanwhile, they're going to kill this Hawk, won't be able to do so, so they're still getting the fantastic vision, which Mr. Eagle Eyes over here is giving them. Oh, sniped off. Goodbye.
It's so hard to engage you Tinker Beast because they're always gonna have spam damage and vision.
Can I mention how disgusted I am at the 199 trusty shovels? Use your shovels, kids. It's free loot. If you've bought a battle pass, you can use your shovels.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I feel like when you have 200 shovels, you're probably not in a position where you really need to use them.
You do.
Okay, you do.
Radiant's bottom
There you go.
tower has fallen.
I'm not an analyst. I don't need to give reasons for my claims. This is an opinion piece, but you do. And the track's just down to the bottom lane. This man is farming up a storm, still looking for the Scaddy, and he is very close to it right now, only about 1,300 gold away. His charge comes out onto the Grimstroke. Astral's caught out of position right now, and he's going to get finished off by the Troll. That is an easy kill for PRIES. But again, are they getting enough for it right now? No. They need to be putting some pressure onto towers right now. They need to be running down the throats of Nemiga. They can't get complacent. They don't really have much of an advantage to speak of.
I have to say, VTune is doing an admirable job keeping up with Citrax. He has his BKB now, he has his Diffusal, and he's working up to his Satanic.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the biggest surprise of this match is definitely the Rubik. Like, he's 6-0. He's got himself Blink Dagger and an Aether Lens. Like, he's been doing a lot in these fights, and yeah, quite impressive.
Oh, for sure. He's been involved in a ton of kills without giving up any.
Yeah.
Well
So
done by Yo.
Good for Rubik, showing his experience. Moving in on the top lane right now, Melojul, he's moving forwards. Maybe they don't know, but they're actually TPing heroes in. The jump in, the call, the kill. Is it going to come in time? Yes, it is. The Beastmaster is dead. There's a charge coming out into Melojul, though, and it is going to connect from behind. In comes the Grimstroke, but immediately picked off. This, well, they are just going to link up the Soulbind. No problems at all. So Melojul, he's got to get the grave out. Oh, just in time. But Zitrax, does he want to get involved? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. No, he does not. He can't make up his mind, but finally Zitrax will run himself away. Fervian, oh dear, he's going to get beaten down. Tries to make it sing, make it snow, but only ends up making himself die. Meanwhile, in they go deep, and this is VTune with the ultimate, keeping himself alive. The Chosen One tries to get the sneaky pick off, doesn't pay off. Big mistakes coming out.
Got it, but he got his mana drained by the Diffusal, so he couldn't get the Culling Blade off.
Oh no.
Radiant's
Well, it's
top
something you
tower
have to think about, unfortunately. I mean, at least Zitrax lives, right? And he actually turned that Eye of Skadi into a Lincoln Sphere.
I really like this. The only way they can really kill him is with a Roy.
Radiant's
Now
top
that's no
Yeah.
longer an issue.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Really unfortunate for Nemiga though. They use the meta and they don't really get anything out of it.
Good blink
So
from
this-
Yoku.
If Roche was open before, now it's like super open.
Yeah. He's got the doors open, the music playing, free drinks handed out of the doors, a bucket of candy, a bucket to put your keys in. You always know it's going to be a exciting night when you walk in the room and there's a bowl to put your keys in. It's my top
Yep, yep.
tip.
Ooh, is he gonna go for the blind call?
Oh, he goes for it, jumping onto the troll straight away, doing a bit of damage, but not nearly enough as he's brought down by the March, actually, and the missiles as well, as Astral's also picked up on the side. This Hawk, they knew this whole damn thing was happening. They knew exactly what was going on, and now Beechun will just heal himself up with that level 2 battle trance, chinking away at that Roshan's HP. Look at him go. Look at those arms. Goodness gracious. This guy should
It's
be
always a bit risky for a troll to use ulti on Roche, because if an enemy walks close, you just walk up.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Tower is under attack.
Where's our Tinker doing? He went for the GPM talent, by the way. Plus 150 gold per minute.
Makes sense. You don't really care that much about the lifesteal. I feel like this is just overall the better talent.
Agreed. Yeah, I never thought the lifesteal was good in the first place. If you're taking damage as a Tinker, you're probably gonna die anyway.
Yep.
Absolutely perfect.
Wonder what Tinker is gonna build. You always have a lot of options. You can go for more of a utility route with like a Force Staff or a Ghost Scepter. You can go for the burst damage with a Dagon. You can go for the disable with a Hex. Or you can go, as expected, for an Aghanim against the Terrorblade.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for, the Ags. I prefer the Dagon. It allows you to kill the illusions instantly, and it gives you a lot of magic damage versus the Terrorblade's high ammo, low health pool as they jump forwards onto Astral and neatly dispatch of his corpse. Back to the plan. Back to the tier 2 tower. Get it down, boys. Demolition hats on. Yellow vests on. Health and safety in the workplace important. Do not demolish without a proper license. Make sure your council has inspected the demolition area beforehand. Make sure you have a plan for getting rid of the rubble. Sorry, I kind of jumped off topic there as I jump in onto the Troll Warlord. He's got the Aegis, so he doesn't really care if he dies right now, but going to make it an effort to survive anyways. He pops a BKB, starts chunking away at the axe. He's stuck in an immortal loop as he's just trapped inside the ulti, chopping away at this axe. He's got the curse on him, but still will survive. Back he goes. No Aegis dropped even, and the axe is the one to die. I feel like this axe has been so very useless this game.
Yeah, he's really struggled to find these picks.
All right, they got the
Oozy
one
tracks.
kill onto the troll at the very start, and when the moment he picked up that blink. Since then, nada. And I feel like he's just been a bit
Speaking
too
about
eager.
blinks,
Yeah.
Zitrex has a blink of his own. I kind of like this against Tinker, but at the same time, he has no ways to get rid of the laser right now. So he needs some way. Usually when you build SMY, you build BKB instantly after.
Yeah.
Make sure you at least have a good way to fight and deal with the Tinker. But right now, the blink doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, because you blink in and you just instantly get the mischance. But BKB is next on his agenda, so I guess having a blink does help you farm as well.
It also allows you to just join the Tinker Rockets, which I think is what he's after as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm not sure if he really cares about that one. Because if you don't want to get hit by missiles, you can just buy a BKB.
Radiant's top tower has
True,
fallen.
but you know, it doesn't cost you anything to blink, dodge a missile. Like, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I don't really understand myself, so.
That's okay. You spent your entire life figuring it out, and then you die.
Wow, that was so deep. I think
And
I wrote something like
sad,
that when I was
honestly.
14.
Speaking about dying, where is Axe?
What do you
Okay,
think
he's
happens when you die, by the way?
Looking
Oh, poor Axe.
to find a pick off on this
Oh
Tinker.
dear. CM's just about to find out. Fervian being... She's tanky, dude. She's got 2 braces. Holy... She doesn't care. Mech and 2 braces, and Fervian's absolutely fine.
Dire's middle
And
tower
Zittrax is just cutting the waves really quickly, so they need to make a play here pretty soonish
structures are
if PRIES want to actually stand a chance of making something happen with this, because their lane's getting pushed. Oh,
Yeah,
PRIES
it's
shows
very
both.
difficult to defend against this. They could try to go for an axe initiation, but that hasn't really worked that well in the past. And now the troll has a satanic as well.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, back himself away. The ticks from the Battle Hunger, a little bit annoying. Not really doing anything to him, but forcing him back as the tracks go. So Blink TP out. This is maybe the reason why I wanted to do this. Then he can just push the split lanes, the side lanes, and just blink himself into the trees whenever there any danger shows up. Gives him an escape
Yeah,
route.
I'm sure that was a consideration as well.
Yep. One of many factors, I'm sure, but they're going for him right now. They smell his blood and they want it on their hands. Well, they find him, though. It's actually Fervian who breaks the smoke, sees the vision, sees the observer ward. Oh, they got the same observer wards. Cute, buddies. But they could be in some trouble right now as a charge. Nope, not committed. They're holding back. They're very, very cautious. Fervian just wants to clear out the creeps as quickly as possible. Uses the ultimate, trying to go for the TP out. Not getting charged. Is going to get out of this one. The chosen one, get away. Everybody else has left, Axe. Everyone else has left. That is... You got a TP. If Axe dies here, I don't know what I'm going to do. Might smash my keyboard. Okay, he's looking to keep the push going. He wants to keep the split push coming. Screen.
This should be his redemption.
A little bit
if he kills
cautious.
Screen here.
Yeah, if he stays in the creep wave, but I don't think he will. That doesn't seem likely. Just seeing
Also,
a second.
this
Oh, screen. Screen. Come on. Come on. Don't get impatient, chosen one. Wait. There we go. All right. 3, 2. Go. He's waiting for the bulldoze.
I mean, there is no way he kills him anyway. He has 1700 HP.
Let me dream.
But think about it, then why is he here?
Yeah. Gonna cut the
I
creep
mean,
wave,
usually
guess.
he could try to go for like a creep skip, but against Tinkai Spirit Breaker, that's basically suicide.
Yeah, true words being spoken.
Maybe his cat puked.
It's the excuse we had last game, to be honest. Maybe he's having a nap. Who knows? He's spamming chat wheel, so he's definitely here. All right, here we go. This is the wave. This is the wave. Get it, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pings come
Where's
out.
the charge?
TP
No
away.
charge.
Oh, he left 2 of them alive. Not worth.
That could literally lose them the game right now.
Yeah, I think so. The way it already has. I mean, I'd be tilted. He's spamming my counter helix ability.
Looks like Priest is just waiting for the Roshan.
Yep.
I mean, it's very hard to push against CM, Dazzle, Grimstroke. Having an Age is
Yeah, it's a big advantage. Especially with the Terrorblade. Metamorphosis. He's going to have level 20 soon as well, and that's going to be the -8-second reflection cooldown, which is going to be extremely annoying. He's also picked up a BKB.
right.
Ooh.
Quick Roche. Gonna be up in like 30 seconds.
Well, that's pretty perfect for PRIES. So they'll be grabbing both of these runes, no problemo.
Right.
Both, of
Tinker
course,
has
meaning all
7k gold and an Arcane Rune.
Oh, wow, he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
rough start, but he did a
Full
really good job
scythe.
not dying. Now he has a Hex.
All right, let's go. Arcane Rune Hex. Roshan is up. Sadoit, check it out. Sadoit, check it. Sadoit, come back here. Sup. Sadoit. There we... Sup. Okay, he's not doing it.
It's gonna be really important for this Axe to pick up his BKB soon. Mostly because then he doesn't get mana drained and he can actually end the troll.
Yeah, that's a fairly big plus point. Roshan has now been spotted, and VTune is getting to work. Not going to take him long with these axes.
Yeah, and the crest as well.
God damn. Arms this fast.
But
Imagine
this
how
is
fast you
another
could
thing
row.
that I hate.
What's
He
that?
doesn't even have axes. He has swords.
To the dire.
Well, that's okay. It doesn't say anywhere that you have to have axes.
He
Clearly it
literally
sounds
has
a little
two
bit weird.
abilities called whirling axes.
Okay, good point, and I agree. Meanwhile, Zitrax actually used his metamorphosis here. Not too sure why, as he blinks forward. Backing out now. And, well, do you want an invitation to come high ground? You know, they've waited this long. They wanted Roshan to be up, and now Nemiga have just basically opened the doors, laid down the red carpet, put out some nice banisters. The treats are all there. They've hired a gourmet chef for the PRIES to just come in and take their buildings right now. They're being very accommodating. I don't see how they're defending this one. And he went for the plus 10 all stats. Wow, that's really greedy.
Yeah. I mean, the reflection isn't too great this game. It's not like against a Pio or a Naga.
Well,
It's decent against Troll, but at the same time, getting bursted down is also quite scary. So I don't think either talent is way better than the other one this game.
it's a lot of rockets. The pipe now wearing off. We're going to see the real damage start to come in. CM tries to go forward to get a couple of spells off, holding V2 a little bit. The Hawks and the Rockets, though. This is a disgusting combination. There's no hiding.
Ooh, the Tinker actually got poison touched. If they noticed that slightly earlier on Nemiga, they could have maybe jumped in.
Yeah, no blink. Very big.
So I want to see like a big fight break out and then to check the fight recap and see like 200 rockets.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Meanwhile, Dazzle charged, but I think he's okay for the time being. But in comes that Reflection coming out onto 4 heroes with the Soulbind as well. They're trying to bring him down. Tinker finally TP himself in. He's got the mana, he's got the health. Has he got the moves? I think he does. Mega have to hold this high ground right now. Axe doesn't want to be too hasty with blinking in at the same time. Can't let the opportunity pass. The Aegis still live and kicking on V-Tune. Happy just to sit here on the front lines. The Reflection comes out. V-Tune ticking away at himself here. Doing a lot of work, especially with that poison touch onto him as well. He's taking a ton of damage from himself.
Ah, the Chosen One got his blink cancelled, so he just called the trees.
They smoke up, they lift, the Axe maybe thrown out of position, charge comes in as well, can they save him? They've got the ultimate from, sorry, not the ultimate, the Shallow Grave from the Dazzle, and now the Yules as well. The Chosen One trying to get up onto the high ground, not gonna happen. He's brought down. Now they're trying to go onto the CM as well. I say trying to, they've already killed it. Dies instantly. V-Tune with the ultimate and the BKB dragged pretty far into the base. Nothing really going their way as of yet. Now there's no more Hawks.
Radiant's top tower
They could definitely put one like right here and it would be absolutely fine, but they're... Oh, they do have a Hawk actually, my bad.
Good point.
Thank you. Thanks. Can't help but feel a dash of sarcasm there, Mr. Wingblade.
I never
Good.
use any sarcasm.
Happen to be
sir.
mocking me, would you?
Never. Every word I speak is 100% serious.
Alright, you can keep casting with me then.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Right, looks like Priest is taking their time. They still have 20 seconds of Aegis left, so probably not gonna see ground attempts with this Aegis. But I guess we'll just cast another 5 minutes of farming and then
Yeah,
we'll
let's
see
do
our
it.
next kill.
So let's go back to my previous question. What happens when you die?
I don't know, but after this game we should ask the Chosen One.
What it's like? How many
Mhm.
times has he died, you know? He's only died 8 times. Astral's died 9 times.
Good point.
Yeah.
We should actually do what all the CIS streamers do these days, which is just when nothing is happening, they just go into showcase view.
Okay, and what do we do in Showcase View?
We just watch.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. What if something's happening and we don't
Nice.
realize it?
Looks cool.
Yeah, it looks neat. It looks neat. I'll give you that.
I love how when you go into showcase view, the trees are bigger as well, so it looks more immersive.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Good point. Oh, look at this Arcane Rune. He's coming in. Hitting that tower. Look at this angle. Oh, yes. Shake it, baby. Tower gone. Troll. He's hit up a little bit, but he doesn't really care. This game would look fine in third person, actually. They need to sort out the skybox, maybe. Dota is best enjoyed with friends.
That's a feels bad, man. I love how in pauses the faces still move and heroes blink.
Yeah, it's very disconcerting, isn't it? This is a face of God.
I mean, I like Troll's face because he looks annoyed with pauses. Anyway, let's actually do my job and analyze this game for a moment. Even with this 25k lead, it's gonna be quite difficult for PRIES to push high ground just because there is so much spam and wave clear on the side of Nemiga. And even with a very large lead, this TV is still gonna be quite scary, even if they do have the tools to control him. If you make one big mistake and TB jumps on top of your Tinker, he's just gonna go down. Because there is no way to save Tinker. There is no defensive support.
Yeah.
There is an E-Blade now on Tinker, so that's gonna help a little bit. But at the same time, if it's like TB catching the Tinker and then a hero like Axe following up, he's still gonna die. So even with a large lead, Tinkers always need to be very careful.
Really yet to see this Axe being able to pull off any kind of maneuver onto the Tinker either. You know, usually we consider Axe to be pretty good versus Tinker, but he hasn't been able to find him once this game. Chappie been playing.
Chappie is doing a great job not getting caught. On the map as well, like he's been pushing lanes non-stop. He hasn't been caught
that's
once.
been balanced out by the Terrorblade as well, who's been doing the exact same thing, so we haven't really seen much of an advantage on that case. But now the Terrorblade's trapped in base, yeah, we'll see the lanes pushing in a lot more. It's just a slow burn, isn't it? Like, their base slowly being taken, the Terrorblade not really going to reach a point where he's too scary to be brought down.
Yeah, like, they're gonna have answers for the
don't wanna be that
TV
close.
in any stage of the game. Looks like Beastmaster is actually going for an Aghanims. I really
Oh,
love seeing
good
this item.
memes.
You can go for some insane meme builds, but I'm not sure how good it is this game.
I've
Maybe
always said no,
getting
I'm
a
sure you
Hex or
can't,
something
but...
would be better.
Okay, Astral, he got lifted out of position a little bit. Oh, cold one, he goes in with the Blade Mail, the cool, and Chris made throwing down the ultimate on top of it as well. It does get them a kill onto screen. Meanwhile, Zitrax going in hard on the backlines, trying to find the Tinker, but that Ethereal Blade coming in absolutely huge. The Chosen One is chopped up and brought down. Zitrax still trying to fight a little bit here, but does need to be cautious of its own life as they bring down Fervian, and now they jump in deep. They go for the cool onto the Dazzle, dropping him low, but the Terrorblade Illusion's also doing a lot of work. So they turn around onto V-Tune. He's got the cheese, so he doesn't have the Aegis, but he's got the cheese. Meanwhile, they've got the Hex out onto the Terrorblade right now. The refresh comes in from the Tinker, keeping him locked down for as long as possible. Terrorblade, get him run down, get him run. The GG's are called. The GG is called by Fervian. Despite the survival, the fact that 3 heroes are dead without buyback, they say, Zitrax, you cannot do this alone. The game is over. And, well, what an anticlimax. PRIES just, they just kill him and end the game.
Yeah, and this game, in terms of gold, was pretty even at the start, but it felt like PRIES was leading the entire game.
Well, they were
They
always
just
the one
kept
getting all the
finding
kills, right?
pickles and these
Yeah.
kills. Yeah.
And, like, you
It's
know,
nice
it kind
to
of
have
just proves...
fun, but at the same time, if you don't get kills, if you don't get objectives, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you lose all your map pressure, you know, you just become very very impotent across the map, and it just kind of goes to show that gold doesn't really mean that much. And this Terrorblade, he could get as fat as he wanted this game. He could get, like, 2 Divine Rapiers, Skadi, a Butterfly. He still wouldn't be able to do Jack versus this team. Like, they just had the tools for dealing with him. It doesn't matter what he gets.
Yep.
If they've killed you this much, if they've taken this much map control, if they've shut down the rest of your team so badly, you know, 9.4k Axe at 39 minutes in, he didn't even hit the 10k mark. Like, that's atrocious, and that just means that you're not going to be able to get anything out of these team fights. Nemiga never had a win condition this game, as far as I'm concerned.
And at the same time, all of these drafting issues came because of the last big Tinker. Like, that one PRIES the game for sure. because before the Tinker pick, they didn't really have an answer for TB, and Nemiga's game plan actually looked quite good with a free farming TB and then just some kind of high ground push with a Dazzle behind, but just because of the Tinker, they couldn't do that.
Yeah, that was a 739 GPM Tinker game. Nothing absolutely spectacular because of that rough start, but still very good considering he didn't really have a lane start with it, got killed a couple of times. So nice stuff coming out from Chappie, proving he's still got those Tinker skills. Alrighty then, we're going to throw it over to a quick break. After that, we'll be back with Game 2 of Nemiga Gaming versus PRIES Gaming. Don't go anywhere. My name is Nomad. He has been Wingblade, and we'll see you soon for game number 2.
Radiant victory.
LOOT.BET. Made for live betting.